Yo, what's up, guys? This is Hunter the Ray Dragon. I'm here today to talk about the Pokemon Direct that went live yesterday while I was gone. So from this Pokemon Direct, we actually learned some really hype stuff, some interesting aspects of the Pokemon games that of the new Pokemon game Sword and Shield, which is going to definitely hold us over now that we have all of this new content that's actually going to be coming as the year goes by. So first of all, let's actually get down to this. The first thing the first thing that the Pokemon company talked about was the fact that they were going to, which they unveiled, the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX, which is basically the remastered version of Pokemon's Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team and Blue Rescue Team, which was the first Pokemon Mystery Dungeon that came out back when we were still doing the original DS and Game Boy Advance. The Red Rescue Team was the one that came on to Game Boy Advance, and Blue Rescue Team came out to Nintendo DS. So yeah, I meant to say Game Boy. Uh, SP and Game Boy Advance, and then Nintendo DX. So that is what I'm actually hyped for. This is coming out. This game is coming out March 6, 2020. The what they're going for with this game is that they basically did what they did to the Legend of Zelda game, where they just basically remastered in their new style, new art style, gave it and brought it to the current console so that everybody can enjoy it. Yeah, as I stated, this is being launched March 6th. I'm definitely going to be getting this game because I enjoyed the first Mystery Dungeon game and stuff like that. It was a whole lot of fun, and it just gives me a chance to actually go back and basically revisit that game again instead of like just doing it like on emulators. I'm going to definitely enjoy like the new feel and the new look of the game. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. And then they got down to talking about the Pokemon Sword and Shield, which is what they stated, that we're getting expansion packs for the Pokemon Sword and Shield. Now it's going to be separate expansion packs for each game, because I'm guessing because both of the games have like different content in it. But basically they introduced, like, for these expansion packs, we're gonna get two new places that's going to be discovered, which is the Isles of Armor, which is basically an entire region, an entire gigantic island, which was not in the Galar region, which we in like the main series, but it's supposed to be like the I'd say the after story content. Yeah, after story content. So after you beat the Elite Four, after you get all the stuff that you can do in the main game, you have an option, which is going to be this first one, the Isle of Armor, which is going to be released in June 2020. You have the option to actually explore this entire large island. Now this island is a full environment. It has multiple different areas to explore. It has like a wave swept beach, it has a forest, bogs, caves, and sand dunes. So definitely new places to actually explore. And not only that, there's plenty of Pokemon that you've never seen in the Galar region, which is going to be definitely introduced in there. So that's an interesting aspect to an interesting aspect that's going to be definitely you're going to enjoy when the expansion comes out. That's something to look forward to. There's dojos there where you basically get training and stuff like that. You can train your Pokemon and then they talked about how you can do like an apprenticeship under a master of this dojo to train hard to become even stronger, which is basically, I'm guessing, it's just going to make your Pokemon like it's going to make your Pokemon leveling up way faster than it normally does. But that's definitely going to be like an interesting thing. And then what we have next, which is coming in the fall, which is going to be the Crown of Tundra, which is also another island that they're introducing. And it says that it's a snow swept realm of the this is the snow swept realm. It is a frigid area with a beautiful shiny silvery landscape with jagged winter mountains. People live in small communities, which is like they're talking about what people living in small communities, which is basically an important aspect of this. Important aspects of these newer regions. And basically what I can kind of get from this is that basically instead of them going with, like, you know how they always make like the third game, which is like the remastered or like the expansion pack, with like an entire third game where they focus on a new legendary. Instead of doing that, instead of doing like the Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon thing, they're basically having this expansion pack be basically that, like to transform your base game into basically the newer version. Let's say if let's say Sword is now Ultra Sword or Shield is Ultra Shield, it's gonna be like that, but it's not gonna be called that. It's just the expansion pack. That's basically what they stated in the interview, or in the direct interview. So yeah, that's something. It says, let's see, it says planar as it says that there's going to be a full Pokemon dens where you basically could go in there and go into the Pokemon dens instead of just looking in catching a glimpse of the Pokemon dens within like max raid battles. So that's going to be an interesting aspect now, instead of just seeing the Pokemon dens only in those brief moments when you're doing raid battles. You can actually go into the Pokemon dens and find Pokemon that way and stuff like that, giving us a little bit more than what we had at the start. So definitely interesting stuff that they're actually going with here. I'm thoroughly looking forward to this. And not only that, they actually talked about them getting, basically we're discovering new Pokemon, and they got like a couple of new legendaries. They have some Galarian forms of new legendaries as well, which we're going to get into in just a minute. But first of all, the first newly discovered Pokemon that they introduced is I think it's Kubfu, which is basically a legendary Pokemon, which is a legendary Pokemon that's like a fighting style. I'm guessing that's a bear because it says Kubfu. So yeah, I'm thinking that's like a bear. It definitely looks like a bear. Kind of looks like that one bear with the freaking stick in his mouth, like the little leaf in his mouth. But basically it says you can actually find him in the Isles of Armor, and it's the Pokemon's thing is a fighting type. It is Wushu Pokemon. I don't know what that means. Its height is about 2 meters, and it weighs like 26.5 pounds, and it has the ability Inner Focus, which is basically something for fighting type Pokemon, where basically it allows them to deal more damage with their fighting style moves. There's some more information on it. It says Kubfu will appear in the Isles of Armor. This Pokemon is hardworking and strives to train both in body and mind. It uses each defeat as motivation, training itself with even more vigor after a toss in order to grow stronger. It has an organ that produces fighting energy, which is basically fucking chakra. If you watch Naruto, that's hilarious. It says increases this energy through unique breathing techniques and intense focus. While Kubfu lives in the mountainous areas far away from the Galar region, but it was once a species that called Galar its home. It is noted in historical texts that this species used to head to uncharted lands with people as they set out to trade or explore. Records suggest that the Kubfu living in faraway mountains today may have descended from Kubfu that became naturalized to the distant lands they visited in their journeys. And not only do we get this Kubfu legendary Pokemon, but this Pokemon, even though it's a legendary, it also evolves into an Urshifu, which actually is a new thing that they're having with this Pokemon, where it basically has like specific styles of fighting, and with these specific styles of fighting, it also has specific typing, like 2 typings. So like it has Urshifu, which is which starts with a single strike style, is a fighting and dark type Pokemon, and then there's the rapid strike style, which is a fighting and water type. So there's something interesting. There's like something more to this Pokemon when you actually get to see it. And it has the ability Unseen Fist for both variations of the Pokemon. So that's something to definitely look forward to. And then it has a Gigantamax form as well. So you won't be getting like the normal form, which is giant, which is the normal maxing form. It gets a Gigantamax form, which gives it like a new gives it like a better appearance. And then the next Pokemon we get is another legendary. It's called, I think, Calyrex, which kind of looks like, it's like, I don't know what that thing is. I was thinking like it's like one of those little tiny deer things. I have no idea what that is, but it says it's called the King Pokemon. That's the category it is. It is a psychic grass, and it has the ability Unnerved. It says trainers will encounter Calyrex in the Crown Tundra. The Crown Tundra. It says this Pokemon ruled all over Galar in the ancient times, though it appears delicate and slight. Its every move is filled with grace and dignity. It also has extreme high intelligence, and it's said to see every past, present, and future event, which is thing. And it has a I'm guessing. Oh no! I thought it had I thought it said it had a Gigantamax form. It doesn't. And then the next piece of information that we got from this expansion pack is that the Pokemon that we started with, like our starter Pokemon, they are also going to get some Gigantamax forms with themselves. So that's something to look forward to, especially whichever one you chose to. So the final form of our starter Pokemon had Gigantamax Rillaboom, which is a grass type and has the ability Overgrow, which is going to be interesting. And then it says Gigantamax Cinderace, I think that's what it is. This is a striker Pokemon, has the ability Blaze. And then the final one is Gigantamax Inteleon, which is the secret agent category Pokemon, which is a water type and has the ability Torrent. So yeah, you're definitely going to get more interesting stuff. You're definitely going to have more interesting stuff with your starter Pokemon. So that's definitely going to be an interesting thing. Now some more stuff from the expansion pack. It says regional forms of familiar Pokemon. Regional forms from certain Pokemon are found in the gallery. These forms are adapted to the unique environment. Of course, we already knew that because they stated that when the game first came out. These adapted forms are known as Galarian forms of these Pokemon, and it seems their behavior also differs from that of their species' previously discovered forms. And we also get a special Galar Slowpoke that we can find in the wild areas. It's a dopey Pokemon. Type is a Psychic. Has the ability Gluttony and Own Temple, which is something interesting to look at. And if you go to the newer regions when the expansion pack actually starts becoming available, you get a Galarian type. You get like a Galarian item, specific items that you can find in the Isles of Armor or the island of the Crown Tundra to make. Basically in the Isles of Armor, you find the specific items. You get to have a Galarian Slowbro, and if you go to the Crown Tundra and fight the specific items, you can get the Galarian Slowking. So they look different, so that's something to look forward to. There's their different things and their different abilities when it actually comes out. And it says more past Pokemon available to obtain in the Pokemon Sword and Shield thing. So basically previous Pokemon that you couldn't obtain originally are now available in with the expansion pack. So look forward to that. Basically all the Pokemon that you thought you knew you weren't going to get previously, you can now get. There's going to be new outfits and new characters, so that's something to definitely look forward to. So when you're doing your adventure, always make sure you go through each and everything in these regions so that you can find new stuff and new interesting ways to actually do stuff. So yeah, there's something to look forward to. You all this stuff is going to hold you over for a while with this game. And it says new features added into the Isles of Armor in the Crown Tundra. So there are over 100 new clothing items to basically collect and choose from. There's going to be an XP charm, which I have no idea what that is. It says coming in handy when leveling up Pokemon. Okay, it says new tutor moves that have never been available in the past Pokemon Core series games will appear in the Isles of Armor. I'm hoping I'm hoping that's Shadow Pokemon stuff, because that would be nice if they actually added that to this. Basically, have like Shadow Pokemon old moves to use, because I would definitely start using those. And I stated before, you get to explore Pokemon dens, which I'm guessing is going to be make it easier to find basically those massive Pokemon in their den, so you can fight them on your own instead of doing mass raids. And you will also be encountering legendary Pokemon. Now they have Galar forms. So far they stated Galar forms for Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos, and they look absolutely fantastic. They look nice. I'm definitely looking forward to those because they look pretty cool. And it says special sorted pack. There's going to be purchase bonus for those who purchase the expansion pack. You get a Pikachu and Eevee uniform, which is basically them promoting the Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee thing. So yeah, a lot of stuff that they've introduced so far for this expansion pack. And then there is talk, the way they talked about it in the video, there's going to definitely be a lot more stuff, like, so we just have to stay tuned and wait for them to actually talk about it, this stuff. But I want to get back to the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX, which I'm definitely looking forward to, as an auto mode. Starting with this title, an auto mode feature has been added that lets players progress through their adventures more easily by just pressing the L button. The main character and their team will move efficiently. When a player approaches an enemy, auto mode will turn off automatically. Okay, that's actually fine. I enjoy that. And it says unleash moves automatically with an A button. That makes it so much easier to go around this. I don't know if they're going to just make us play with like the little stick, like the sticks, or they're going to let us play with the pads, the controllers, And it says up to 8 Pokemon can travel with you. Thank goodness, because there was like only so much Pokemon that you can take. The original game was only like 4 Pokemon you could take, and then because of some Pokemon were massive, the slots were definitely way more difficult. So now you can take, I'm guessing if you could take 8 Pokemon, have 2 small Pokemon and then 2 large Pokemon, and then there's your 8 thing there. And it says fading in the dungeon. It says if a player is defeated in a dungeon, they can ask for another player to rescue them, or they can rescue themselves with another of their own rescue team. Then they'll be able to resume their adventure from where they fainted. Thank goodness for that too, because fainting in dungeons was a massive annoyance when you played the first game. So that's definitely what I'm looking forward to, and I'm hoping that they keep everything from this game intact, like all the rest of the old stuff intact, so that we can still collect all of the old Pokemon. And I wonder if they're going to add like DLC to this, so they can add the Pokemon that we didn't get in the original games, because I would like to interact with Dialga, Palkia, and all of them in this Mystery Dungeon game. Or they're just probably going to take the sequels of this series and just like do the same thing like later on. So probably not in this year, but they'll probably do it like the next year or the year after that, stuff like that. So yeah, a whole lot a whole lot of new stuff that's coming out that came out from this Pokemon Direct. So I hope all of you guys enjoyed my video, because I'm happy, I am excited talking about this stuff, and I can't wait to actually start doing videos on this stuff as well. I'm definitely going to finish the game up way before the first expansion comes out, and then we're going to, when the first expansion does come out, we're going to completely focus on that and just go on from there. So yeah, definitely something to look forward to. Well, anyway, this has been Hunter the Red Dragon. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys subscribe, click that notification bell, and make sure you guys talk in the comment section and tell me what you guys thought about this, and tell me if there's any other thing that you guys would like to see me do, like if there are any other topics you would like me to talk about, or any other videos that you would like to see from me. Tell me down in the comment section, and tell me on my discussion page, like the discussion page on my channel. And I hope to see all of you guys later on. This has been Hunter Red Dragon. I'm signing out. Peace.